Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you follow me on Instagram, which you probably don't, but I put a story up the other day that like I tried to film, and Kobe's meowing. I tried to film the other day and like a bunch of new stuff, like first impressions of a bunch of like new stuff that I've been wanting to try for a really long time. And everything just kept going wrong when I tried to film that. So I ended up like, I'm just not gonna edit it. It's just like a jumbled mess. I feel like it's just not like the quality I want to. I mean, not like it's not quality. It's just, I mean, it is real, like, but like my cats kept fighting and I kept having to like get up and open the door, kick them out, let them in. And that just like gets you out of line when you're filming. Like I just feel like the stopping and going, and it gets frustrating. I don't want to like, you know, be frustrated filming. And then like my makeup wasn't looking good, and I kind of feel like it's because of the like one of the products that I tried, which was the Refy primer, and I'm gonna try it again today. And I think this might be one of the reasons why my makeup wasn't like sitting nicely. So we're gonna retry it and see if that happens again. But things just weren't going well, and then trains just kept coming by, and then the sun was like setting and moving, and I kept having to move. It just was like, by the end of it, I was just like, this is just not working today. So we're just gonna retry a different day. So that's what we're doing today. I'm gonna retry the products that I tried in that video. Some things I've been wearing like day to day, like at work and stuff. So I have a little bit better idea like how they perform. But I just want to like go over them again. I mean, it was a big purchase for me. Basically, what I was saying in my video that I didn't end up editing or posting was that I recently went to San Diego on a little like mini trip, and I went into the biggest Sephora I've ever been in. My closest Sephora is in like Kohl's, so it's just very like minimal. And so basically this big Sephora was beautiful and had everything, like all the products that I've ever wanted to try. So I kind of splurged and got these products that have been like on a list in my phone for months and months. So I tried those in that video, but we're just gonna retry them. So so let's just try these again. I do have some updated thoughts on them because like I said, I have been using some of them day to day, but we'll just see how they perform again and try these things out once again. So first, like I said, is the Refy primer. I've been wanting to try this. Mostly, I'm not a primer person. If you watch my channel, you know that. I just use my moisturizer, my skincare, as kind of my primer and hydrated base, and then just go from there. I just don't feel like they really do much for me, and it's just an extra thing that you have to put on your skin, which I don't love, the heaviness, like feeling heavy on my skin or anything like that. And then obviously this one is just intriguing because it has like the roller. I've also been wanting to try like the like gua sha, you know, face rollers. I think it looks kind of like fun, relaxing, like a self-care moment. So this was enticing to try to like, you know, roll it on. So when I tried it before for the first time, I haven't tried it again since that, I did not like the feeling. It felt really sticky, really heavy, and then I kind of felt like the rest of my makeup after didn't look very great because I had this like sticky, shiny thing on my face. But I do love the applicator. I know some people, so I'm just gonna start applying it. Oh, that scared me. It just says to push it up and then apply it and just roll it on. I know some complaints of this are obviously like that it's not very like clean to have this thing on. But I feel like it's no different than having like a doe foot applicator with your like concealer. Even my foundation I'm going to use today, I've been using every day, and that has a doe foot applicator. I feel like it's that same kind of concept. Like your skin should be, you know, clean and moisturized before you put your makeup on anyway. So I don't feel like it's that disgusting. And then some people said that it was like messy. I don't find that, or at least I didn't the first time I tried it, and today it's not a big deal because if you read the directions, we're just gonna ignore him. If we read the directions, it says to push it out and then roll and not, you know, continue squeezing. So I don't feel like it's messy. It's working totally fine for me, but this is nice. So we'll see if I feel the same about the rest of my makeup. But I do like this little self-care moment. It feels really nice, especially like in the morning, getting ready, like this. I can see how this is very relaxing. I mean, it is called Blow and Sculpt, so it does leave your skin really glowy. So like I said, I am moisturized. I feel like I already had a little bit of a glow, but it does make you more glowy. I just like, I don't know if you can hear that. I'm gonna let him out. Just this once. That's all. And you ain't come back. It does make your skin sticky, which, you know, if it is a primer, that makes your makeup last longer, which is kind of the point of a primer. Obviously, there's other things that can be in your primer, different things you want in your primer, but all in all, a primer is supposed to prime your skin, make your makeup last longer, and wear throughout the day. So I get that it's, you know, a little sticky. It's kind of like the Hydro Grip Primer from e.l.f., that kind of feeling. So far, feels okay on my skin. I think what I had a problem with is after I applied my foundation, then it just felt like so much. But I also was maybe just having a day where I was like overstimulated, you know? So I'm just gonna apply my same foundation that I've been applying, the About Face foundation. Love this foundation. Thank you so much for the love on that video too. I feel like it's just performing well. I've been getting a lot of really positive comments on it, which makes my entire life. But this is amazing. I have no complaints. The only thing I don't like about it is that the doe foot is too big for the top. So every time I pull it out, I'm afraid that I'm gonna like, and I do sometimes, like I have makeup on my desk right now, from when you pop it out, sometimes you get something that, like, you know, spews out. So that's my only complaint. But other than that, love. Also been loving, I know I tried this in a video too, this brush, double-ended It Cosmetics brush. Expensive brush, 50 bucks. But I do get that you get 2 brushes in one. So essentially you're paying, you know, the price for 2 brushes, which makes sense, but it is super soft. Blends out my product seamlessly. I use it for cream bronzer, cream blush a lot. A good multi-use brush. I love when you can use one brush for a lot of different things. I use the end for like concealer, highlight, even like putting bronzer in my crease, eyeshadow. I feel like I always, like at work, so I'm a makeup artist at Ulta, so I actually take appointments and everything and do people's makeup, but then work the floor in between my appointments. And every time I talk about brushes and like people ask me what brushes they need, I give them like 3 and I'm like, you can do this your whole face with this. Like 1 for creams, 1 for powders, and usually like a small one for like anything around the eyes, anything small, eyeshadow, concealer. And people are just like so stunned, like I can use this for multiple things. Like, won't product transfer from the thing I used prior onto the new product? And I'm like, not really. I mean, in theory it could, but most of the product you're using, like, it doesn't absorb that much product. So I feel like that's not really an issue, and if you ever are worried about that, just like wipe it on a Kleenex or something. But yeah, I don't feel like, I just feel like people are stunned when I tell them, like, just get this nice multi-use brush and use it for a bajillion things. Like, it's not that, you know, it's not that serious kind of thing. Okay, so pretty. It's not even just like the camera's blurring or anything. Like obviously I don't put filters on my camera at all, but I mean, it's a camera, like sometimes things blur out and whatever, but I mean, it looks exactly, I would say, how it does in the camera. So pretty. Like skin, undetectable, doesn't get weird throughout the day. I also feel like it's one of the most like long wearing foundations I've ever tried. It doesn't break up and get weird or anything. And I'm even like dry, and I just have had such good luck. This is just so good. 22 bucks, and it's the best. Okay, next I'm going to do the Say Cream Bronzer. So this is a new product, one of the ones that I tried in my failed video. I got it in Fair Bronze, so the lightest shade. It looked like a very natural bronze. I like a lot of bronzer, but I want the shade to look really natural, and it reminded me of my NARS Cream Bronzer, which I also have in the lightest shade. And I feel like they're very similar shades. This one is a little bit more rosy, a little bit more of that pinky and rose in there. I feel like this one's a little bit more neutral, which is another reason why I love it. I've actually like hit pan on there. Look at that. Love this so much. Ew. I think I was just kind of meh when I tried this. I feel like it's not as pigmented as the NARS one. Like that one, I feel like you can do like, you put it in and then you touch it a couple times and it's just like this nice like bronze, and it's just lighter. So I feel like I have to do more layers. It's looking better than it did the first time. I felt like it was a little patchy, like it's a little of like a more like wet formula, I feel like. So I could see like I have lots of peach fuzz on my face, and I felt like when I put it on, it was like coating the hairs and making them like look wet. It was kind of weird, but I kind of like chalked it up to just like the primer underneath. But this is a lot better. I think like dabbing it like this versus swiping is working a little bit better. I love cream bronzers. I feel like I will definitely use this up. So it's good. It's just like, I don't know, when you compare it to the NARS bronzer, I just kind of like, I don't know, meh. So I also felt like it was looking really patchy the first time I used it. It was like little circles, like almost like my pores were kind of patchy, but it's looking better this time. A little bit on my forehead. Scalp is like flaking, so dry. So it's nice. It's just when I swipe on that other bronzer, it's just pigmented, it's perfect, it's easy, it's quick. And this is too, but it's lighter. Maybe I should have just gotten a deeper shade. But it is a really pretty natural bronze. That's another thing about like the fact that other outside things were kind of like happening while I was filming, is it starts a journey of everything feeling like it is going wrong. So this is better. I don't know if it was quite the products then. I think maybe it was just like the day, just that day. So that's why sometimes you just scrap things and you just start over. Next thing that I think this is probably the one that I was most excited about getting. It's the Patrick Ta, like the blush duos. One's cream, one's powder. I think this is a new shade. This is She's the Moment. I think it's like a new release shade. So super pretty. I thought it was like very different than what I have. I liked the one that was like a baby pink. I think maybe it was like She's a Doll or something like that. But this one I just thought was a little different. It has, I don't know, more orange in it maybe? It's more corally. So just thought it was really unique, and I do love the color. So I have been using this, been wearing it almost every day since I got it. Again, I feel like I maybe thought I was gonna be more blown away. Actually, you know what I should probably do is try this, because he has a way that he does it, which is doing the powder first and then the cream on top. And I think I tried that in the video. I was kind of like meh, but again, I was already having a bad day. But lately when I've been trying it, I've just been doing the cream and then topping it with the powder. But should I try that technique, because we are using it? Like, I feel like you should do what's recommended, you know? And I don't know if I'm supposed to like set my face first. Do I do translucent powder first? Maybe? We'll come back to this. Okay, this product just about saved the day in that last video. The Kosas Cloud Set. I got in Breezy. I think it was the second to lightest shade, I think. This, beautiful. This I've been wearing every day too, just about, since that video. And like I said, things were not looking great during that video, and once I put this on, it like saved it to be like wearable, I feel like. It's so pretty. Like, it doesn't take away like luminosity or anything in your skin. It just sets it. And I'm just gonna make sure I don't have creases around my eyes first. I've used it both with like a puff and with just brush, like just swiping it over the face. I think I like it with a puff, like under the eyes especially, because that's where I get creasy, and on top of the eyelids. But I don't know. I don't really know why this is so pretty, but it just is. Like, it kind of like is the makeup savior. But it blurs, it mattifies without making you look flat or dry. I pretty much only powder in like the center of my face, and then I do like go underneath too. But it's just a really, really pretty setting powder. Okay, let's do the blush now. We're just a little bit more set. I'm gonna take the powder. Like, it is so pretty. I do like that you get essentially two products. Like, you could just wear this by itself, you could just wear the cream by itself, but they do work really well together. I'm gonna put it over my nose too. Like, this color just needs to be like, oh, that was a lot. Okay, that was a little crazy. So, I mean, very pigmented for sure. Just gonna blend out with a clean brush. It's sticking weird on my nose. I think I just did way too much. That was weird. It was like sticking to the sides because I have this like bone right here. It was like sticking to the sides of that bone. But okay, much better. Just blended it out a little bit more. So pretty. And then I'm gonna go in with the cream. I already have some on this brush, and go over that. That's his Patrick Ta's little technique with these, apparently, which I also love, because I feel like you're always told like do all your creams first and then do your powders, and I feel like this just shows like makeup really doesn't have rules, and I fully and wholeheartedly believe that. And I just love that it's like going against like rules that we were told. The world will not end if you do cream on top of powder. But it's really pretty. At the end of the day, it is just a cream blush. I do like that it's like a little pear. It is really vibrant. This color for summer, pretty. I think things are just working out a little bit better today. Okay, I'm gonna run some brow gel through my brows. Last thing that I was really excited about that I got, the Merit Little Cream shadows. This one's in Studio. I thought it was really pretty. It's like a mauve brown. A little bit of rose in there. I've worn this a couple times since getting it, and it is beautiful. And I really feel like it does not crease. Like, it dries down, and I get kind of creasy on my eyelids. Like, basically just like one crease in my crease. Throughout the day, I feel like I get oily throughout the day, and my eyelids get oily. I've not seen this crease at all, so it is really nice. It is very light. It is like the definition of a wash of color, but that is really why I got it. I wanted to be like just something on the lid. I don't love eyeshadow all the time. I like a little something. I like my eyes a little bit more just simple and bright and feel like alive and awake versus like dark shadow or anything like that. So these are pretty. I think I would get more shades. I mean, really no complaints. I just have used my finger. I think this is maybe like the third or fourth time I've used it now, and just use my finger each time. I would guess you can just dip in with a brush too. But I mean, it's just really pretty. It's light, it's not crazy, but it is a little something on the lids. There's like a more taupey color. I think that would be really pretty. There are some like darker, I think there's like a navy and like a dark brown. So pretty, right up my alley of just being simple. And I mean, Merit literally never fails in my eyes. The perfect minimalist makeup brand. So that's pretty. I also have been kind of really liking not doing mascara. In a lot of ways, I feel like mascara brings everything together, but then I also feel like I've been loving just like having nothing, so I might just curl my lashes and leave it at that. I just curled my lashes. There's a train going by, but I just curled my lashes so that they're visible. Yeah, that's cute. I like the no mascara look. Feels beachy with my wavy hair today. And then for lips, a couple days ago I got this Anastasia lip gloss. They were on sale for Ulta's like beauty event, which I'm not saying anything, but kind of miss 21 Days of Beauty. I mean, that was iconic. I don't know why they switched. But it is a really pretty like corally color. Again, thought it'd be so pretty for summer, even though it's 30 degrees outside and windy and cold outside. But I haven't tried it yet with any lip liner, so I'm gonna do a little bit of lip liner. This is my teeny little Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk liner. I think it has like a little bit of the rose that we have in the eye shade or on the eyes, and the coral will kind of bring in some blush. This is gonna be pretty. Yes. That's so pretty. And actually, like, I've been wearing this, you know, the last couple days since I got it, and I do really like the formula. I'm not like a huge gloss person. I just feel like I'm such a like lip balm or tinted balm person. I just don't shop for them. I kind of feel like they're like nothing and they wipe off so fast. Got another train here. But I would say this really feels like oil on the lips. Like, it's so soft. And I do feel like it's hydrating. Like, I have very dry lips right now. Everything's so dry. And I feel like it's actually like quite hydrating. So honestly, impressed. Kind of just like a whim of a purchase, but I've been really liking it. But that is so pretty. I love that. I love the combination of all these things. So fun and so summery. So that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here and subscribing and just allowing me to play with some makeup today. It is so much more enjoyable when you're not rushing to get somewhere, when you can just sit and have fun. And that's what I feel like makeup is about, is just playing and having fun with it. So it was nice, a nice little refresh. I mentioned this in a different video too, that like, I don't know, just beauty and everything, it's changed so much. I've been having certain thoughts about it, and it's also very true when they say that like once you start doing like your hobby and your passion for money, that sometimes the creativity can kind of go, you can get worn out from it, it can become like not as fun, and I feel like that's kind of just what has been happening lately. But this was a nice, like, I don't know, I feel like every time I film, every time I have some time to just like play, the passion comes back. I realize I really love doing this. I really love filming and makeup and beauty and all that. So it's a nice little break and little refreshment. So thank you so much for being here. Definitely like this video if you enjoyed it. Always leave any suggestions down below, anything you want to see from me, and I will see you next time. Hopefully not in like a month and a half like it was previously, hopefully a little bit sooner than that. So I'll hopefully see you soon. Bye. You depend on my weakness, satisfy